Just gonna ask you, the first half obviously looked like they frustrated you guys a little bit just because they were able to keep the ball for so long. And how tough was it to get anything going offensively when you're only getting every 4 or 5 minutes?
Well, it's you got to try to get first downs. We couldn't get a first down in the first quarter, I think. You're playing a backup quarterback. He was making the right decisions. Just we were close a couple, but they did. They're a good football team. They came out. They had a good game plan against us offensively. Took us a little bit to figure out what the right plays were going to be today. But they did a good team. They're a good team. They came out, they battled, they beat up on our backup quarterback, and that's usually what happens if he doesn't play well.
And when you guys got that first touchdown in the second half, you got a little bit of spark there. Were you kind of hoping that maybe the team would get some momentum on the other side of the ball too?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things you need to play defense. You need to tackle well. We didn't tackle well again. This is about the third week in a row now that our tackling has been really poor. So it's one of those things we got to just try to tackle better.
Yeah. You did mention, obviously, you had to play the backup quarterback, but the offense still looked like it moved the ball at times. So what did you like about what he was able to do for you?
We were able to at least a couple times get some momentum and turn one completion into another completion, flip the field, get down in the green zone, the red zone, which is like inside the 25-yard line. So anytime you can move the ball and flip the field like that, that's what the goal of an offensive football team is. So to see that was good to see. Guys made plays. We had basically a new starter today by putting our two small guys on the field at the same time, Junior and Murphy. So it was good to get a bunch of mistakes out of the way that are going to come when they have that first time playing that position. But I'm just really looking forward to now starting league play, starting season 2, because if this was a Netflix series, we might not be getting to season 2, but thankfully it's football, so season 2 starts and we're guaranteed at least that.
Yeah, I was going to ask you lastly about that. Like, what do you like so far? Even though you just got the one win going into league play, what have you seen that you like?
We've faced some pretty good opponents. Some bigger teams that are better matchups for us. The 4 losses, every single one of those teams was bigger and more physical than us. So we realized that where we got to be and what our goal is in the offseason. Now when we start league play, it's going to be a little better matchups for us. Seeing some teams that physically are going to be comparable to us, but we're never going to be a big football team here. We're kind of built more for speed. So to see us execute, we are able to throw the ball downfield. We're completing some passes downfield. That's nice to see. You can really threaten some teams when you are able to do that. But I think getting a couple of those linebackers back next week that can really make a bunch of plays at the start of the year. So hopefully we can get that figured out.
Tough, David. I wanted to ask you about what kind of challenges did that team present you guys as a defense today?
Honestly, they just they played more physical than we did as an offense. They ran through tackles and we didn't run them back, and their offense pushed plays back and our defense didn't push them forward. So end of the day, they played more physical than us.
And when a team can run as well as they do and eat the clock, how frustrating is that because you guys, I would think, have to get tired the longer you're out there on the field and they have possession.
Yeah, it's definitely more exhausting as a unit when you're out there and you know that they're just moving the ball, and sometimes when they throw the ball like 20 yards down the field, you know that when they run right at you, you're hitting someone every single play. It's just exhausting. So it definitely took a toll on us and helped them win the game.
Yeah, so last thing I was going to say was obviously when you guys cut the lead down, early in the second quarter or the second half, how tough was it for you guys when they were able to kind of answer that right away? How did that make
it just killed our momentum, honestly. Yeah. And as a unit, we've got to work better at just kind of bouncing back from things like that when they steal momentum, just doing the same thing and getting it right back. And I guess we just have to learn to do that better as a unit.
Offensively, what kind of challenges does your team present you guys on defense?
They're a really good team, a hard-nosed team, defense. They were just really good at putting us, off time, and that was their advantage on us, and that's why they were able to do the things that they were able to do on defense today.
Right. And they were possessing the ball a lot. When you kind of sit around waiting 5 or 6 minutes to go back out on the field, is it tough to kind of build any offensive momentum sometimes?
It's not easy, but when you stand on the sideline, you're waiting, just keep warming up. That's what I was doing on the sideline. We're just talking to the guys, writing on the whiteboard, seeing what we could do better, and take advantage of. And it's tough, sitting on the sideline waiting to go up when you're anxious to go up and anxious to score and trying to build something.
What did you like about the way you closed the first half and started the second on the offensive side? Like, what did you think you guys were doing well when you were able to kind of get those 2 touchdowns?
We were doing really good. We were everything was on time. that's the one thing that we need, is just timing and just knowing what we got to do. And everybody was getting their block, everybody's running the right route. You know, the assignments we were clicking, we were moving. And that's one thing that we took in the first quarter, and that's what, you know, made us prevail and going into the second quarter.
And for you personally, I was going to see what's it like to get a chance to kind of play a full games. You were starting at the start of the year a bit with injury. Do you just have to try to make the most of an opportunity when you can and see how you can help the team win?
Yeah, it's always good to get an opportunity. I thank God for giving me this opportunity. Just trying to help the team is definitely the first thing on my mind, was to get this team out of this 1-3 slump that we have going on. And going into this game, I was really anxious to get on the field. I wanted to be there for the team. I wanted to be able to control this offense and be dominant against this team today. But we just didn't go out there and do that. But we're always keeping our heads up, and we're never going to put our head down no matter what happens.
Responded after they scored their first drive, the second half to cut the lead down.
For us, that's part of something we've had to deal with already this season. So being to see us respond that quickly and to continue that momentum kind of going throughout the rest of the second half was great for us moving forward. Obviously, we never want to give up an early touchdown in the second half to kind of get it closer to what it was. But our guys responded very well, and we're happy with what they did after that.
In the first half, they did a good job of kind of keeping having the ball much. Did you like just all your offensive timing and stuff?
Yeah, our offense is very conducive to that, to the fact that we're hoping that a run gets broken early on and kind of get those chunk plays. Just didn't happen as often as we would have liked in the first half. So part of that is just taking care of the ball and converting third downs when we get the opportunities to, and doing what we can.
Yes, the last thing I was asked you, it's kind of a weird road trip. What's it like to make a 700-mile drive, play a place you've never been to before?
It's been great. Our players are coming together slowly with all these trips that we're making. We took them to Niagara Falls yesterday, which majority of our kids and coaches even have never been there. And as a coach, it was probably one of the most, I don't say important days of my life as a head coach, but having players come up to me and say thank you for bringing them there really meant a lot to me as a coach, and it kind of reminded me of why I do what I do.